By the time you're watching this game-breaking bug has been patched. In fact, it's already been patched as I'm currently recording this, but more on that later. First off, quick gist is the Druid has been changed to only give cash at the end of the round. And that amount starts very low. Beating one round only gets us 120 compared to 320 before. This bug stems from using Open though. Getting level 5 gives extra income to all Jungle the Druids. So just to show you again, adding one farm now makes $130 per round. And with level 5, it goes up to $195. But very quickly, people discovered that things got out of hand once you sold and rebought level 5 Open. Take a look now at how much money it makes per round, 213. That shouldn't be the case because when you get rid of Open, you should lose that bonus and then just still make the 195. But this apparently can infinitely stack. The more times you buy and resell Open, the more money you make from the Druid, and it scales pretty close to exponentially. So don't mind me, I'm just gonna do this a few more times until we hit the cap, which is currently $10,000 per round from the Druid. You can actually get high enough so that you get negative, you hit the integer limit, but that won't gain you money, so that's kind of against the point here. But that didn't take long at all. Just 5 buy or sells of Open. You don't even have to keep Open anymore, and you get 10k per Druid. And guess what? This carries over to any other game in your current session too. So even without Open, Monkey Meadow game, 10k. It would only reset once you close and restart your game. We're going to apply this game-breaking bug over on Elite Balloonaires, to which I have ticked on time mode because we can snowball so crazy that I bet you that by tier 1, we can get some pretty crazy stuff, and you'll see Balloonaires plot faster than you've ever seen before. But first off, we need the money for Jungler's Bounty, so we'll see how quickly we can scrounge up about $8,000. Okay, I was originally planning to go for NFT Geraldo, but that's probably not the right strategy. So skip Geraldo, just 200 farms. I don't think we do a bank, it's too many rounds to pay off. I think we just go for our Jungler Druid now. So there needs to be a farming range, so at least one. So putting it nice in the center here allows us to surround the entirety of that farm radius with just Jungler Druids maximizing your income. And that's also why this map, too much space for everything. We're also trying to avoid a time penalty. So I got extra defense just so I don't take too long to beat around. But now we're within striking distance. Yep, end of this round here. Check this out. Sells for 2,500. Sells for 2,500. And we can buy this in the middle of the round. Now, we also need to get Druidic Reach. The bug apparently syncs up with the cross path that you had your Druid on. We want to get this anyway, so that we have more farms fitting in range. And it only takes one round to snowball. Watch this. End of round 21, 10k. And with that money, we can build probably just one more for this round. And with 18 rounds to go, the amount of Druids we get are basically going to multiply round by round. In fact, more than multiplied this round. We went from 2 to 5 around 23. Also, Monkey City I don't think is needed because there's a cap of 10k anyway. So no need to go over 50k this round. 12 Druids after this round. 29 Druids now. I like that they added the ability, and not just to make it stronger, but just to be able to make me count this a lot easier. No need to keep track. And I think just in like the next 5 rounds, or less than that honestly, we'll have the entire map practically filled up with Druids. And now 71, man, we're not even 1/3 filled the entire map yet, and I'm tired of adding Druids. But on the bright side, unlike normal ranked bossing, you don't have to sell your entire farming every tier, because we're gonna have infinite money anyway. 670k after this round, nice. And I think one last round here should finally seal the deal, up to 162 Druid abilities now, probably about 250 by the end. Good for a modest $1.62 million per round. Still less money than the richest billionaires make in a day, by the way. We can probably squeeze in a few more here or there, but I think we're good. Because now we should probably focus on getting some Paragon Tomes so I'm just gonna straight up level Geraldo 220. We also don't have lead popping right now, so we actually have to buy a Mib on all these. 208 total Druids here. So it shouldn't really be a surprise that we are going to use max cash slider on every single Paragon, get every single Paragon, and We'll see if I also feel like filling the entire map up with other non-paragon towers to kill the end tiers faster. Not sure if that's totally necessary. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on some endgame setups pretty quickly. So, Spike Factory, we're gonna need to use for all 5 tiers. This is hands down the fastest way to beat tier 1, and I just need degree 61. Let me see what a max cash ladder would do. 60? Oh, perfect. This is the round to do it on. We'd rather save our paragon totems for something else because it'll take too much to get to 71, which is the next Pierce bonus. Actually, hold on. I forgot what I said earlier. I just didn't try hard enough to save up totems, but doing the math, you actually can get degree 80 quite easily because we still have almost 100 rounds of totems to drop. So that could be split evenly across the big 3. So that was kind of a waste of paragon totems for the spike at the start there. I should have saved it later, but these next are gonna be stacked up for degree 81, hopefully by tier 2. Math says that I need 27 totems. I haven't even been using the attack speed boost at the start of every round because it's not necessary when you see how fast this is gonna be. Again, don't blink. Unironically, you will miss it. Check this out. Goodbye. Yes, that was a one frame kill. Genuinely, even if you go frame by frame here, you will not see a time where Bloons is at anywhere between 0 and 50k HP. Talk about overkill, but how many more tiers can we keep this up? I expect tier 2 and 3 probably, but once we get to 4 and 5, we'll need a lot more than just Spike. I wonder if anybody out there has ever kept track of like all the game-breaking bugs throughout BTD6's history. I feel like lately there haven't been as many of them. I remember the start of BTD6's lifetime though. There was like one every update, so stuff like this is pretty rare nowadays. The last big one I remember is obviously, as a lot of people also might remember, the quantum entanglement, where you can like super buff a tower. Even adding all those early lifespan game-breaking bugs though, this one has to be very close to the top. Just off the top of my head, I would say maybe third to the quantum entanglement and the infinite paragon glitch. I don't think any bug has ever allowed us to get this much money, though. Just testing. Yeah, 76 right now. I think by 58, we'll have enough totems dropped. And here we have it. At 27 totems, this should do it. Beautiful. This barely makes a dent in our total cash right now. 56 to 53. Well, we already had it, and we have all this extra space. Let's get the engineer paragon now, too. For the paragons that we don't need degree 84, we don't need to use any paragon totems, just max cash ladder and a couple upgrades gets us to 60, I think. Or close to. Yep, take a look here. We get 61 at most. Plus, we want this anyway so that, you know, you get the ability to get more spikes, but it's a little bit too late to get it for this tier. Not that we need it, though, for just 300k HP. Other paragons I can add while I'm here. Bomb next. And make that paragon number 3 of 12. We'll stop there. Unfortunately, that's all the paragons I can add, even for tier 3. Because as I said earlier, if you need 26 totems to get degree 80, do the math, and the 26th totem for either the wizard or the ace will be after tier 3. But this should be fine. Alright, place your bets on if this will also be another one-frame kill. My guess, I want to say no. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I'm wrong. I was proven wrong. I thought that maybe because it was only 2 rounds of the spikes, it wouldn't be enough, but I underestimated it, I guess. We also did get 1 power glove off, so that helped a little bit too. Now, I can tell you for sure that we're definitely not gonna one-tap tier 3, unless maybe I'm underestimating that too. We'll see in 20 rounds, I guess. Oh, and as I was saying at the very start of the video, Update 53.1 already released, which fixes this bug. However, thankfully, my Steam didn't update BTD6's version, so I can still use this bug. So thank God it didn't update when I launched it, otherwise this would have been a big missed fun opportunity. I'm gonna guesstimate 2 frames for this skill here. One, I think if we were able to physically pull off using the other abilities in the first frame, like Engineer Explosion or Bomb, but I don't think I can. Actually, the Sentry Paragon has a buffer. I think I explained this once before, where the several frames after you sell, where the explosion still hits and hits instantly, but I'll see if I want to pull that off. Let's see. Oh my god. It was actually 2 frames, I guess, right this time. And it was actually left with enough HP that if I did time the Sentry Explosion, like frame perfect, it would have been 1 frame. But so far that looks to about 18 seconds, which is, again, 1 frame off of, I think, minimum time. 18 seconds for the first 3 tiers. Let me just see how much Pops did. Oh, we can't farm Pops at all with this kind of insta-kill, eh? So D80 Wizard now, and now's the time we should just get every other Paragon, except for, I think, Ace and the Water ones, because it would need to sell the Druids for it. Oh, let's also not get Ninja either, because that would reduce the HP of the balloons coming in, which would hurt our Ace degree a little bit. So all but 4 Paragons, we need 8. 8 out of 12 achieved, and now we're down to a paltry $88 million. What will we ever do, being this poor? The most important thing here is that we at least hit 100 million, which we're gonna do at the end of this round, so my goal is complete, basically. Can't really get any bigger of a milestone. 1 billion cash would take a round so deep, so I'm gonna start selling my Druids very soon. As soon as I guess the amount of money to build the other Paragons doesn't keep me below. Get me below 9 digits. This will help lag a little bit too. Mind you, we're still making, I think, $1 million per round from the remaining, how much is it? 123 Druids. So we're fine. But as usual, 4 rounds in advance, start using the Spike ability paired with the Power Glove. Oh, maybe I should have just cleared space to build this up, because technically CDR would give me slightly more Power Gloves and slightly more DPS, but I feel like at most it'll save me 1 frame. I'm guessing because rounds 96 to 100 are shorter than the 76 to 80, we're actually not going to do 1 million damage per frame. It's going to be less than that. So I'd say like 10 frame kill, maybe. A lot of abilities to juggle here, but again, the most important ones are the insta-kill ones. So Bomb, Tack, we'll have plenty of time to activate it, don't you worry. Here we go, and hopefully I can keep a focus on, hang on, crap. Oh my god, no, I can't even activate them in time. I should have tech-botted it. The reason why I wasn't sure if I should tech-bot is because if a mob comes in first, I don't know if it does on round 100. But maybe the Paragon ability would have landed on that before it did the other stuff, which that would be an issue because it do 0 damage at all. But that was about 10 frames, less than that honestly. How many pops did the Ace get? Ugh, barely anything. Well, we'll see how much we can squeeze out in the next couple rounds here, but it's gonna be a tough task with all these other Paragons kind of being close to the entrance. Thanks to the pops, we can actually get degree 80 Ace early. In fact, we put 1 too many totems in it, so I guess the extra totems can be safer, I don't know. Ninja bow or something like that, but let's finish off all but 1 Paragon first. 1 round early everything because I feel like it, and this will be, folks, every single Paragon degree 60 or above. That's insane. Just absolutely ridiculous. You have to sweat for like 30 hours of farming to be able to pull this off in a boss event. That's if it's even possible. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Anyway, save the effort on some things, like by tech botting them. So for example, I want to tech bot the Homeland, I want to tech bot the Glue Storm, NG, and I think the rest should be activated manually. And also, just to make the screen clearer, let's not add the other non-Paragons. The lag to extra damage ratio won't be worth it. So this is not going for like a world record or anything. But it already looked crazy enough. My guess is we'll take 3 seconds from once we can damage it to finishing it off. Let's see if I am correct with that. A lot of things to activate at once though, so let me see, okay? Let's just use it early, this too. So starting at 27.5, we did about 15 million insta-kill damage, and I am wrong. This is way more than 3 seconds. which is completely understandable because, you know, Spike Factory is what did all the damage in the first place. Gotta love where the aces also. Wow, Wing Monkey, you're very useful. Now, I realize it's doing this because the balloons are chasing. It always targets first. That's my bad. I probably lost like 5 seconds from that, if not more. But regardless, still fast. Not 3 seconds fast, but 9 seconds to kill everything. Not bad from all 10 Paragons, 12 Paragons. Yeah, Magus did 11 million, this did nothing, because I had in the wrong spot. And that'll be all 5 tiers of Elite Luminaries be in, I think, 42 seconds? 44. Anyway, glad I could at least showcase you this crazy, crazy tech, because this bug was genuinely unlike anything I've ever seen.